So Josh, what do you do?
I'm in architecture school.
Okay, so
I'm still currently a student in third year architecture school.
Okay, so you definitely have a sense for the aesthetic, right?
I hope so.
Hope so. Okay, now what do you think of the Marc Jacobs show?
I think it's sort of anti-climax in a sense. Well, people probably have a preconceived notion of what Marc Jacobs is. So I think maybe because sometimes when you take a product out of its context and into a foreign country, it's toned down a little. But the thing is, if you're a global brand, you are exposed to global media and stuff like that. So sometimes people go to a show with a preconceived notion of what it should be. But I think in general, it's very well choreographed, and the lighting and the music went quite well. Yeah.
So, did you actually attend the Ashley Isham show just now?
Yeah, I did. I think possibly there was a bigger budget.
Maybe there was, but what did you think of it?
Money speaks, I think.
Yes, it does. Mm-hmm. And it speaks to me too, but unfortunately it walks away. And, well, more runs from my pocket. But Ashley Isham show, now in comparison, did you actually think it was a better one compared?
Definitely, because I think, first of all, the setup was more elaborate. And the clothes, I think it caters to a different market group as well.
Okay.
I think, I'm not sure what's the technical fashion term for it, but I think Marc Jacobs is more preppy, more street fashion, whereas Ashley Isham, the collection was bridal, was evening gowns and evening wear, so I think it had a different kind of ambiance to it. So can't really judge it on the same platform, I think. Yeah.
Okay, just as an architectural student, you know, when you were looking at Ashley Isham's clothes, for example, what do you look at, and what to you would make a beautiful dress?
A beautiful dress, I think it should be the silhouette of the dress. Just like how in architecture, people take note of the form of a building first. So if we take the body of the woman as the location, the site forces, so to speak, right? So if, as a designer, you embrace the body of the woman as something that you should respect and design around, instead of letting the clothing be sort of an expression of an egotistical kind of creativity, then I think it will be more appropriate in that sense. But sometimes, of course, for the sake of hype, you need haute couture, just for the designer to sort of gain some recognition as a creative designer. But I think, to me, creativity is subjective, so...
So do you think Ashley Isham as a fashion designer is a success?
I should think so, because I think the clothings look very wearable, first of all. Of course, there were some pieces which seemed a bit armor-like, a bit medieval, but I think...
Does it appeal to your architectural side?
I think he's trying to strike a balance between what's artistic and what's of mass appeal. So I think that's a good effort in that sense. Yeah.
So what do you try to achieve when you're designing?
Functionality first and foremost, but of course sometimes, as like I said, aesthetics appeal to the eye first and foremost. So you need to strike a balance. It's always a balance between functionality and aesthetics. And it's not easy, but you just work towards it as you grow old, as you gain more experience along the way. Yeah.
So you think Marc Jacobs was functional?
Definitely, yeah. Of course. It looks like you can just wake up and just slip into it and just get out. Yeah.
Yeah, the models look like they had the out-of-bed head.
Yeah, exactly. So even the hairdo, you see, it's a very cohesive concept. Yeah.
It is. Thanks so much, John.
No problem. Thank you. Yep.